Gets you through my morning every day. Every morning.
Ladies and gentlemen, Adelaide's Jody and Hazy on Nova.
Yesterday, we did something a little bit unusual, I'd say. We're very, very competitive, Jodes. But yesterday, we had a tantrum off.
Yes. So your Lottie's tantrum actually, we weren't mentioning
we
which
didn't mention who it
child.
was.
And I just realised what I did then. Sorry about that.
Maybe it was Lottie, maybe it was Henry, not sure. Maybe it was Dad, who knows?
Who's to say? Anyway, each one of our children had a tantrum, and this is how it rolled out yesterday. So the 11-year-old is graduating from primary school, so we totter around mine. We find this beautiful little dress, and she loves it. She's trying it on in the change room. However, her little 5-year-old sister decided that dress was the one that she wanted.
Okay.
And so what she decided to do is promptly strip off in the change rooms at Maya. I'm going to show you a photo.
Yeah.
Got nude, cowered in the corner and refused to move. There you go.
I want dessert before and after breakfast. And obviously the response was no. And what came from that was a full plate of pancakes, picking it up off the table counter, putting it on the ground, jumping on it, which was pretty bad, and then jumping off, picking up the pancakes and squashing them into the wall. I'm not going to say exactly who it was, but what I will say is straight away yesterday, a couple of texts, and then I spoke to someone at a Foodland.
Yeah.
Who said, I heard you this morning, and then launched into this epic toddler tantrum story.
Yes.
So, geez, they're there. They are ripe for the picking toddler tantrum
The
stories.
things that they choose to lose their mind at are just astonishing. But that's what we love about little people, isn't it? They are so completely and utterly unhinged.
Yeah.
Like the smallest thing can set them off.
Genuine little narcissists. Can we do this?
Yeah.
Oh, share your tantrum story.
Please.
Like your epic tantrum story that just made you... You know those epic tantrum stories that just make you, just for a second, reassess your life?
Yeah.
Like, well, what's going on here? What am I doing? What's my purpose?
And also the decision to procreate, you know what I mean?
Yeah, 100%.
Like at what stage did I think it was a good idea to have so many of these little people? Let's go to Charlie. Good morning.
Good morning, guys. How are you?
Good, thank you. What was the tantrum?
We were in the middle of the shopping centre down at Victor Harbour, and they've got nice pot plants there, and my son wanted to go on one of those ride-on things.
Oh, no.
And I never do it because he just gets off after 10 seconds anyway. So I'm like, I said, well, go and get something else. He goes, no. I said, all right, we'll try it. Anyway, I ended up saying no, and he saw the pot plant in the middle. He just death stared me straight in my eyes, looked at me. I'm thinking to myself, he's not going to do it. He's not going to do it.
Surely not.
Pushes the whole pot plant over, puts the dirt everywhere, and just proceeds to lay in there, not crying, not screaming, just laid in the dirt.
That's excellent.
I love it.
Oh, it's going to be a great story. It's 21st.
Yeah. And he's like, I'll just be over here. Do what you
And then
will.
I asked him later, and I'm like, why'd you do that? He goes, I just like to lay in the dirt because I like to do gardening. I said,
Sure.
well, you know.
Yeah.
It's like, Mum, I think I've proved my point.
Yes.
Okay? But also I can't remember why I was so upset. Charlie, we're going to send you off to Santa's Wonderland. Thank you so much for sharing.
Thank you.
Oh, that's nice, isn't it? Hey, share your toddler stories.
Yes, please.
Oh, it doesn't have to be toddler. It could be full-grown adults.
Just try and make us feel better about ourselves. The fact that our kids are just...
Is it us? Is it just us?
Yeah.
Or are there other people out there?
Jasmine, what was your kiddie's tantrum?
Hello. So pretty much my 5-year-old found out that Uber Eats exists now. And he threw a massive tantrum because we wouldn't order butter chicken for dinner on Uber Eats.
Yeah.
And he just had a full-on meltdown, and I was just like, oh no, we're not getting butter chicken tonight. We'll get it tomorrow night. But I never got it. And
Jasmine, can I say I don't blame him, because if you're a child and you work out they'll deliver that food to my house.
But Mum always said it was shut. Sometimes Mum would say, "Oh, sorry, it's shut on a Wednesday night." Is it?
Oh, Jasmine, if it makes you feel... Sorry, go.
Yeah. Sometimes he'll go on my phone. He's figured out my password a few times to my phone, and he'll go on my phone and he'll go on the My Macca's app, or Uber Eats, and he'll try and order food.
Whoa. If it makes you feel better, there was a time when my 13-year-old, we said to her, you can get Uber Eats, you can get Zambreros, you can get one burrito, and she decided, I'd like some chips as well, but I don't like the chips from Zambrero, so I'm going to order KFC chips. She just ordered chips from KFC, and the order came to like $42.
That's good.
Because it costs more to deliver the said chips.
And then she's like, but I want a Coca-Cola, and they only do Pepsi, so I'll go for it.
Thanks so much, Jasmine. Let's go to Carly. Kids tantrum, what was it?
Hello, guys. So a standout one for me would have been when we were doing the school drop-off at Osh, and my 6-year-old told me right as we were pulling up, I'm going to go out the window. And I said, no, you're not. And by the time I walked around the side, he was halfway climbing out of the window. And because I was trying to pull him out of the window because I couldn't open the door, he was clung. And it was like he was like a koala stuck to a tree, and I was trying to pull him. And there was teachers walking down the path, and he was screaming, and it was really embarrassing.
That's the one. Yeah. That's the one. And then you leave. Here's the thing, though, I reckon, Kylie, because you leave thinking, oh, gosh, the teachers, they think I'm a disgrace. But they see it every day. So they're used to it. They're fine.
It was a scene.
Kylie, I just have this visual of him like getting stuck with the window halfway up and you driving off going, I can't do it today. I just can't do it. This kid's halfway out of car.
Oh,
I didn't even know the window was down. He'd already done it by the time I turned the car off. He already had this plan in motion, so I was like, no.
Crazy little freaks they are. Oh, gosh. And guess what? Yay, school holidays.
Oh, guys, it's so fun. You've only got 6.5 weeks.
Yeah, it's good, isn't it? It'll fly. It won't. Yesterday was a very big day in the Hayes household.
Yes, so you took off very, very early to go and see Henry's, well, was it a concert or it was some sort of worship?
It's his final worship.
Right.
But it's almost like this sort of Hillsong setup towards the end. Like they were singing and carrying on. There was a bloke. It's probably like a full-on band. And then there was a bloke who got on stage and he was rapping.
What?
Yeah, he was properly rapping.
Was he
rapping
about Jesus?
Yes.
Was he?
Yes.
It's amazing.
Anyway, he was wearing a Ja Morant top as well, like a basketball guernsey.
Yeah.
And it turned out, I was like, that guy's amazing. He's like a proper rapper. It turns out he's the head of PE. It was awesome. But he had a little speaking bit as well, and he nailed it.
Yeah.
And a few little dancing bits. Look, he dances like his dad.
Oh,
which
no.
is not very not overly fluent, but he was feeling it. That's the only thing that matters.
Well, he was feeling the vibes, and that's the main thing.
Yeah, it was really good.
When I say to you when you dance, I'm like, yeah, you've got vibes. You're okay.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
But then afterwards, so he had to go to school for a couple of hours, finished about 10 o'clock, and then I was supposed to pick him up at 12. Things didn't go so well. So I had some time to fill in. So I went to West Beach Surf Club, got myself some breakfast there. Great little spot there. Went for a run.
I thought you were going to say I went and had a few beers.
Had a couple of beers at the surf club, a couple of morning Brukowskis. Yeah, very nice. And then I went for a run, mistimed my run, and I got back at about 11:50. I was like, I've got 10 minutes to get from West Beach to North Glenelg. So not very far away.
Yeah.
But then I got about a K into the trip and realised I didn't have my phone. And isn't that the worst feeling?
Oh, yeah.
So you know you've left your phone somewhere.
It's almost like you've left your arm somewhere.
Yeah, and what I'm about to tell you, I'm not joking, okay? This actually happened. I was like, oh my gosh, I know what I've done. I've got change, and I've put it on the back of the ute. I've put it on the back of the tray on top. So I'm like, it's fallen off somewhere.
Yeah.
Where has it fallen off? And I was like, I know where it's fallen off. There was someone who was parked near the surf club illegally, so I had to canyonero it just on the side, go a bit off-road over a couple of things, and that's where it would have slipped off the back.
Yeah, right.
So I've driven back, and I'm doing about, I shouldn't say this, I'm doing about 85 in a 50 zone trying to rescue my phone. And I come back, and there is, and I'm not having a crack here, okay? I'm not having a crack. But there was a bloke driving a car, and I reckon he must have been 160, maybe 170. Who knows? Between 150 and 170.
Years old?
And I see my phone, and it is underneath his car because he's driving through. And I'm almost like, no, stop. and the phone goes under the back tyre. And I can hear the phone too. It's like, and I was like, oh gosh, it was face down too. I'm like, maybe it's okay. It wasn't.
Oh, no. Oh, my my God.
It wasn't okay.
It is.
What can you see there, Joe?
It is absolutely shattered into a million pieces.
Yeah. I don't think I've ever shattered a phone more. It still works. And the old bloke was like, "Toodaloo, have a good day." Oh my gosh. So that's where we're at.
Your father, he's on the naughty list.
Jody and Hazy's Naughty at 6:40.
Naughty.
Before we get there, though, let's be a little bit blue, a little bit risque, maybe
Sure.
get the stuff out of our systems before we straighten up.
Okay, let's do it.
How about this? A full-service Australian sex worker has opened up about the moment her family discovered her adult content online, revealing she's had to cut out one member who crossed the line. So, we've spoken about this young lady before. Her name is Kayla Jade, best known as @Blue-Eyed Kayla Jade. She exploded in recent months after she started sharing juicy confessionals about her clients on TikTok. TikTok's always the way, isn't it?
Yeah.
She said, when my mum and sister found out, they couldn't even confront me about it. They had to ask my dad to call me about it. He was super supportive, but other than him, no one could look me in the eye and everyone would talk behind my back. And then I got a message from a family member completely disowning me who said they didn't want anything to do with me. And bear in mind, she makes like $150,000 a month. What?
Can I ask you something? When you say we've spoken about blue-eyed Kayla Jade before and we're aware of her, I'm very unaware. So there's
Okay.
one member of this team who's aware of blue-eyed Kayla Jade's work, and it's not me.
Oh, okay.
So I'm looking at you.
We've spoken about it before, so maybe you should pay attention.
That's extraordinary. I really wonder what I'd do if a member of my family was like an X-rated online superstar.
Right, okay, let's just put you in this position.
Right.
You're a 23-year-old daughter.
Oh, don't put me in this. No.
Well, I would hope that it's her, not any other daughters. You're a 23-year-old daughter.
Don't do this.
This is exactly the situation.
Yeah, but
This
I
is
don't want to
exactly
think
the
about
situation. 100%. Well, if you can't handle the full-service sex worker industry, then maybe this isn't for you. What about if at Christmas time she dropped that to you?
Or what if I accidentally discovered it myself?
Oh, that's probably even more.
Oh, this feels so gross.
Probably
I
even
feel
tougher.
so dirty. She just wouldn't. She wouldn't, would she?
Well, I don't doubt it.
I mean, obviously
knows?
you frequent OnlyFans. So is she on there? You tell me.
Yeah, first of all, that's complete crap. I've never touched any OnlyFans whatsoever. But I don't know how you would feel about it. What if it's your cousin?
Oh,
it's
no.
just-
I don't know.
Oh.
It just feels like it's not the right way to make money. I'm just saying that.
But it's also, it's $150,000 a month.
Oh, someone's arm's getting twisted.
Hold her arm, Zoe. I have said before I would have OnlyFans if I didn't have tattoos.
Oh, that is. I don't. Okay.
No, OnlyFans.
That-
No,
but that-
you can't
that-
go. You can't go undercover in OnlyFans. Is,
No.
that what you're talking about?
Yeah, like I do faceless OnlyFans, but you can identify me by my tattoos.
But also, Miss Feminist, that goes against all of your principles.
goes-
Every single
It's
one of
entirely
them.
feminist to support sex workers.
What?
Go, girls.
Well, hey, okay. There's obviously a bit going on in the studio right now. Let's get the mediator of all things full-service Australian sex workers. Let's get producer Flack for his final ruling.
All right. You guys probably
the moral
don't,
compass himself.
you guys don't want to know what I'm willing to do for money.
Wow.
So if you said to me, Flack, you're going to make $150K a month, but you got to get nude and do stuff, I'd just be up front with my family and like, hey, shush, here's a house.
Yeah, that's true. Go live in it.
Wow. Okay, you soulless creatures.
Yeah.
Here we are. We've arrived at that destination then.
Is that why you're nude right now?
Where's my $150K?
It's a lovely time of year for parents because in the lead up to the 25th of December, you have the threat. And the threat is Santa is watching.
Yeah.
And if you're not good, then you won't get any presents.
Just on that, how intensely is he watching?
Oh, all the time.
24 hours a day?
Yes.
So do you... Okay. That's interesting.
So we've taken it a little step further in the Oddie household and we have invested in a Santa cam.
Oh.
A Santa cam is a little camera that watches the children 24/7, as you say, all the time. So
That's intense.
we brought the Santa cam from Bunnings, as you do.
Yeah, bought it. You didn't buy it.
Yep.
You didn't, did you buy it or buy it?
I don't know at this point. Anyway, so we invested in the Santa cam And along with it came a letter because we've been having trouble getting our 5-year-old to go to sleep. She just, flat out refuses to do so.
Just in general, or because she's so pumped for Christmas this year?
Just in general.
That's tough.
So Santa has written a letter from the North Pole Mail, and it says, "Dear Harper, Billy, Oddie," this actually came with the Santa cam, by the way. Ho, 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 it's Santa here. I hope you're getting excited for Christmas. It's just around the corner. My elves have been working very hard to ensure everything is ready for the big day, and I've been hearing all about what you've been doing.
Oh, no.
And it said, "Now, I have a little something important to talk to you about. My elves told me that you haven't been going to sleep when Mummy and Daddy ask you to. Remember, getting good sleep is super important. So to help you, I've sent a special Santa camera so I can keep an eye on how you're going." So this camera, literally, it looks like a little security camera and it lights up. So she thinks that Santa is watching her on the camera.
All the time.
All the time. And so the other night I was having a shower in our ensuite, which is just off our bedroom, and she went to sleep with her 11-year-old sister that was supposed to be going to bed. And I just hear a massive kerfuffle, and I'm like, oh no, what's happened now? And I understand, to my understanding of the story, her 11-year-old sister got sick of her talking, so she kicked her.
That's fair. That's kind of sometimes fair game.
She kicked her in an attempt to get her to go to sleep. And so at that stage, I walk into the bedroom and I see her hugging the camera. And she goes, go on, hit me again, because Santa is watching you.
Right, Santa? Respond. It's that time of the year where you start to do end of year or end of season reviews, and they can be very, very confronting.
Yeah. It's sort of reflection time, isn't it? Where you look back and the highs, the lows. Have you been good?
Yeah.
Have you been bad?
Yes, performance review, player exit meetings, those sorts of things, what you need to work on in the off-season.
How'd your player exit meeting go at Sydney?
Yeah, pretty good. They said, don't worry. Hey, mate, just relax because you're not required to turn up ever again. This off-season, really relax, okay? Let yourself go because you won't be wearing red and white.
Hey, Andrew, eat whatever you want. Don't go for a run. Don't worry about it.
Yes.
Don't keep your fitness up. It's so fine.
Thanks for that, Joe. I've told you before, when I got delisted the second time, I cried.
Aww.
I cried really bad.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
You okay?
I got so angry, I chucked a tantrum, stripped my gear off, punched the wall. No, I didn't do any of those things. Bloody cry. Producer Flack and producer Zoe have been tirelessly putting together a bit of a performance review. Based on what? What's the theme? Like, what are we going for?
It's a report card. You remember you get your report cards in school?
Yeah.
So we've got different criteria and we'll just check off how you went in that criteria.
Okay. I will say this. Nothing ever good comes of producer Flack and producer Zoe getting together.
Teaming up.
When they team up.
No.
The deadly
Really
duo, they
brutal
call
stuff.
us.
Oh, my gosh. Can give but can't take. That's what they say about that duo.
Oh, we cop it.
Sorry, Suki Lala, who had a cry because he couldn't play footy.
Oh, my gosh.
attack.
Ouch, that's my soul.
That hurt my
Tearing
soul.
in half as we speak.
Is that an indication as to what's to come?
No. Just go into this report with an open mind. You'll get your individual grades and then we'll finish off with your final grade for the year.
Okay,
Okay.
great.
Okay.
Sure.
Jodie and Hazy's end of year review.
It's yearly review time for the Jodie and Hazy Show. Let's look at where you excelled and where there might be some opportunity for growth in 2025. Adding to Adelaide's longest list of winners, A+.
Congratulations to Imogen Baker from Hyde Park.
Are you serious? Oh my God! I want to scream on the balcony and tell everyone that I just got Tay-Tay tickets.
Go do it. Do it.
Here we go.
I got Taylor Swift tickets!
The winner at $10,000. Congratulations to Courtney from Parallowing.
Having the best listeners in Adelaide, A+ again.
My mum was at the horse racing and she was ordering pizza off of the Domino's app.
Yep.
And she was so drunk, she ordered 10 pizzas and 10 garlic bread for 2 kids. She must have had like 16 beers.
Good morning, Bianca.
Good morning.
Who's the pig in your family?
My dad, actually.
What does he do?
So I caught him a few weeks ago. I went to jump in the shower and I found beard hairs in my razor.
I mean, let's keep it reasonably PG, but that razor's been everywhere, hasn't it, Bianca?
It's seen some stuff, hasn't it, Bianca?
Seen some stuff.
It has, yep. And I walked out and I was like, have you been using this? And he was like, no. And I was like, well, there's orange beard hairs in there.
Nailing the English language on a medium that requires clear communication? C-. We certainly won't be celebrating that grade with a pizza party anytime soon.
Brasco's Pizzeria. Pizzeria. Can't say it! Why don't I say it?
Brasco's Pizzeria in Hectorville. Brasco's Pizzeria.
There we go.
Hazy also struggled with food-related words.
Ranges from 2 to 3 plates.
Okay.
He likes the, I don't know how to say it, edamame beans. That's not how you say it, is it? Edamame beans? Green beans.
But we really should be getting our very own Premier's name correct, right?
The Premier of South Australia, Flip that up. Play that again, that's fun.
And finally, really bringing the grade down, let's all say it together. It's the Heimlich manoeuvre, Hazy.
I'm not kidding. I just had a mouthful of frittata, which is jam packed full of vegetables, and a bit of sweet potato just lodged in my throat, and I literally couldn't breathe. And at that point where I couldn't breathe, you're yelling,
Incorporate the Hyman manoeuvre.
It's the Hyman manoeuvre?
Yeah, it's a Hyman, isn't it?
No!
Oh, jeez.
So in summary, pretty good, but not great. B+, B for be better next year.
Let's get ready to rumble.
Round one.
Ladies and gentlemen, Battle of the Bangers.
Okay, this is how it rolls. We have a theme. You choose a song, Andrew Hayes. I choose a song. We go head to head. You vote on Insta to what you want to hear tomorrow morning. And this week's theme is that song that you want to hear at the end of the night.
Yeah.
When the party's over, it's time to go home. It's your final hurrah. What do you want to hear pumping through the speakers? Because it is the party season, is it not?
Yes. I've just seen your song, Jodes. I've got to say, I don't want to, I know how fierce we are in competition in this space. So I'm happy with whoever wins tomorrow, okay?
Are you?
Okay. Do you want to introduce your song first, please?
Oh, damn
a little bit
straight I
jealous
did.
I didn't select it first.
I'm so happy I got in first because I would have bet my Nelly that you would have picked this had it occurred to you to do so.
Damn it. Oh, the great Neil Diamond. Here we go. Good times never seem so good. Why am I singing along to your song?
So good.
Oh my gosh. Okay, Neil Diamond, Sweet Caroline.
Yep.
When was the last time the great Neil Diamond had a bit of a crack on Nova 919?
I'm not entirely
It's
sure.
been a minute.
It's been a red hot minute.
I think you're going to like mine though as well.
Okay.
I've gone something a little bit
can I
different,
guess?
a little bit more modern.
Can I guess what
Yeah?
you've gone?
Yeah.
Well, my other option was Closing Time.
No, okay. Well, that's a bit ridiculous. Okay, so the score is 23-19. So Jodie has won this year's Battle of the Bangers.
Yeah.
Can I educate a draw? Remember we had the one draw and we played both of our songs?
Yes. That is a good song.
I know we're supposed to be super fierce and competitive, but I like both of our songs.
Okay. Get voting on the Jodie and Hazy Instagram page for what you want to hear tomorrow morning.
All right, a couple of great songs. Neil Diamond, Sweet Caroline versus Semisonic, Closing Time. At Jodie and Hazy on Instagram. Please get voting. Winning song tomorrow morning at 8.
I need to know. I need to know now.
I need to know.
I need to know. I need to know. What's in the news today? I need to know this.
Here's what you need to know.
What you need to know with Jodie and Hazy.
And also, Jodes, if you won Nova's birthday payday, it would cover the costs of what the average Australian is supposed to spend this year during the festive period.
Okay, so how much do you think we spend on Christmas presents is the question.
Are you asking me personally or us in general?
No, you don't bother. Because you don't care enough about the people around you to actually go out and buy them something nice.
I'm going to say it's going to be upwards of $500 because yesterday Cara said, and each and every year she's done this since we've had kids. And she says the same thing. Around this time, might have gone overboard with
Oh,
kids' presents.
I know.
Going, oh my gosh, we have the same conversation each and every year. We don't have the storage for some of these presents.
Yeah.
And also, do you remember I told you the story that when Henry was like 3 or 4, he got sick of opening his presents?
He got bored.
Yes, he got bored with opening his presents.
Yeah.
We're like, enough's enough.
Okay, I'm a bit at that stage in my life where I'm like, our house is so full of stuff. We don't need any more stuff.
Yes.
And also just the consumerism of it all. And these kids are getting things that are like, oh, okay, you've already got one of those. Or,
Yeah.
No more clothes. Don't buy me clothes.
Oh my
We've
gosh.
just thrown out 4 garbage bags full of clothes.
Yep.
So please don't.
Yeah.
Okay?
We will. your house on Christmas morning, there'll be bits of plastic and all sorts of things everywhere, and a genuine mountain of wrapping paper.
I know. Anyway, most Australians will blow almost an entire week's wages during the festive season. So new research has shown that we'll probably spend $783 this Christmas, just $22 shy of the national median personal weekly income.
Wowee. That's a lot of coin, isn't it?
Whole entire week's wage on presents.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Do you know it's worth it? Because the kids are so grateful, right? They get it and they're super grateful.
Yeah. Oh, look, I don't know. I feel like it's important to teach the kids that giving back is more important.
Yes.
Don't you reckon?
And giving them 30 presents each doesn't really teach that.
No.
At this stage of their lives.
Yeah. So my kids really get it. As I speak, my 13-year-old is assembling her PowerPoint presentation as to what she wants for Christmas.
There you go. That's nice. And my 4-year-old is going to be genuinely pissed off when she doesn't get a real baby reindeer for Christmas. How's that going to work? Hey, just before we get to the news, Producer Flag, can you just hit the mic there for a second?
Yep.
Can you tell us what the temperatures are going to be over the next few days? This is outrageous.
Yeah, tomorrow 29, Saturday. This is just for Adelaide, so it'll vary in various parts of South Australia.
Yeah.
Saturday 33, Sunday 40 degrees. We're cracking the 40.
We're there.
Thank you for pointing out to Genius that the temperature varies across the state.
That's so true.
Are you telling me that Oodnadatta isn't the same as Adelaide?
No, because I live in Blackwood near Coromandel Valley, and it's always 2 degrees less than Adelaide. So it's 38 there on Sunday.
This is also a bloke that knows every sort of part of South Australia where the temperatures vary, because you put him in the wrong part of South Australia, given the complexion and the red hair, he could catch a light.
It's very pale skin.
Actually, can I just take a moment? On Sunday, I'm going to a Bee Gees tribute concert at Paxton Wines in 40 degrees.
Yeah.
I will melt. I will die.
It's just going to be like a little red puddle on the ground.
Red puddle. There's going to be a bloke in the corner.
Stay alive. Stay alive.
Literally on fire.